Thank you for joining me as we look at the military versus civilian rule in Nigeria and solutions. If you are seeing me for the first time, fate has brought us together. Like, share, subscribe, and follow for more. Type in the comment Africa #1. Here's a detailed explanation of the military regime versus civilian rule in Nigeria, highlighting their historical background, key differences, impacts, and lessons learned. 1. Historical background. Since gaining independence from Britain in 1960, Nigeria has alternated between military and civilian governments. The struggle between the two systems has defined much of the country's political and economic development. Timeline overview. Period. Type of rule. Key leaders. Events. 1960-1966. Civilian First Republic. Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa. Regional tensions and corruption led to the first coup. 1966-1979. Military coups by Major Nzeogwu, General Aguiyi Ironsi, General Yakubu Gowon, General Murtala Mohammed, General Olusegun Obasanjo. 1979-1983 civilian Second Republic President Shehu Shagari. Corruption and economic decline led to another coup. 1983-1999 military Buhari, Babangida, Abacha regimes characterized by authoritarianism, economic mismanagement, and human rights abuses. 1999 present civilian Fourth Republic, civilian democracy restored under Olusegun Obasanjo and continued under successive leaders. 2. Characteristics of military regime. Key features: rule by decree. Military governments suspend the constitution and govern through decrees. Centralized power. Decision-making is concentrated in the hands of a few military officers. Limited political freedom. Political parties, unions, and opposition voices are often banned or suppressed. Censorship and human rights abuses. Media and civil society operate under restrictions. Quick decision-making. Policies are implemented swiftly without long bureaucratic procedures. Major military leaders and actions. General Yakubu Gowon, 1966-1975, led during the Nigerian Civil War, 1967-1970. General Murtala Mohammed, 1975-1976, reforms and anti-corruption drive, assassinated in 1976. General Olusegun Obasanjo, 1976-1979, handed power peacefully to civilians. General Muhammadu Buhari, 1983-1985, anti-corruption campaign but repressive. General Ibrahim Babangida, 1985-1993, Structural Adjustment Program, SAP, annulled June 12, 1993 election. Gen. Sani Abacha, 1993-1998, most repressive era, widespread human rights abuses and corruption. 3. Characteristics of civilian rule, key features: constitutional government, leadership chosen through elections guided by the Constitution. Political freedom, multi-party democracy allows competition and participation. Checks and balances. Executive, legislature, and judiciary share power. Rule of law, citizens and leaders are subject to the law. Accountability, elected leaders can be questioned or voted out. Fourth Republic achievements, 1999 present. Democratic transitions between presidents: Obasanjo, Yar'Adua, Jonathan, Buhari, Tinubu. Expansion of civil rights and media freedom. Economic reforms and global partnerships. However, corruption, insecurity, and weak institutions still challenge democratic governance. 4. Key differences between military and civilian rule. Aspect: military regime. Civilian rule. Legitimacy power seized through coups. Power gained through elections. Leadership military officers. Elected civilians, law and constitution. Often suspended or replaced by decrees. Constitution upheld and enforced. Political freedom. Restricted or banned. Guaranteed under democratic rights. Accountability limited. Leaders not answerable to citizens. Public accountability through institutions. Human rights frequently violated, generally protected, though sometimes abused. Development focus, short-term, and centralized long-term and people-centered, ideally. 5. Effects of military rule on Nigeria. negative impacts, undermine democratic institutions, encourage corruption through unaccountable governance, suppress human rights and freedom of speech, contributed to economic mismanagement and inequality, positive aspects in some eras, infrastructural developments, e.g., creation of new states and federal capitals. Restoration of order after civil unrest, some reforms in public service and anti-corruption measures. 6. Effects of civilian rule. Positive impacts, greater political participation and representation, strengthened rule of law and civil institutions, more openness in governance and free media, international credibility and cooperation. Challenges, persistent corruption and poor governance, electoral violence and manipulation, ethnic and religious divisions influencing politics, slow delivery of development benefits. 7. Lessons and the way forward. Strong institutions, not strong men. Democracy thrives when laws, not individuals, hold power. Civic education. Citizens must understand their rights and responsibilities. Accountability and transparency. Regular audits and anti-corruption reforms are essential. Security and unity. Addressing regional inequality can prevent coups or secession threats. Youth and women inclusion. Broadening participation strengthens democracy. Conclusion. Nigeria's political journey from repeated military coups to sustained democracy reflects its resilience and growing political maturity. While civilian rule faces many challenges, it remains the most legitimate path for national progress, stability, and respect for human rights. True democracy will flourish in Nigeria when leaders and citizens alike commit to integrity, justice, and inclusivity. If you are seeing me for the first time, fate has brought us together. Like, share, subscribe, and follow for more. Type in the comment Africa #1.